Hello everyone, Pallytime here with TGN.TV. This is my Nightmare difficulty guide for The Crossing. This is another level where I honestly feel like simplicity is your best friend. I was trying to use the spring traps to flip stuff around, and it was just totally not necessary in any way whatsoever. So what I'm using in this level, very similar to what I used on the last level actually. I have the Dwarven Hammer with the Whirlwind upgrade and the damage reduction while whirlwinding. I have the Ice Amulet with the AoE upgrade and the left click upgrade to make it shoot more projectiles out. I have the Tar with the cost reduction and the improved slow while they are in the Tar. I have the Archer Guardians still with the flame arrows. You don't need the heal yet, at least from what I could tell. And with the Archer Guardians, I also have the cost reduction. I also have the Defense Trinket, Healing Trinket, Mana Rage Trinket, and Scavenger Trinket, all upgraded, I think, as much as they can be. So all I'm going to do, we are on the bottom bridge right now. The first wave comes out of the bottom lane. I'm just going to lay down some tar. Now remember, this is from the perspective of a War Mage, so Sorceress may have to approach this a little differently. But thing opens up, just whirlwind, take everything down. You're going to be able to clear most of this stuff with just whirlwinds. Again, we have a Null Hunter coming out in the first wave. He's not going to do very much at all, especially while we're whirlwinding. And I'm not going to use my Mana Trinket at the start, so whatever we don't kill, which we killed most of it, so I'm going to add in more Tar. And then once you have Tar all the way to the end, we'll start adding in Archers. The second wave is almost, I think it's actually all top lane. I've only done one practice run of this, so if I'm off on a little bit of this information, I do apologize. We have another Null Hunter, just freeze it really fast with the left click on the Ice Amulet. No reason to waste more of that mana with right clicking. That Scavenger Trinket's going to be giving us a lot of money. I'm going to go ahead and use the AoE on that if I have enough mana, which I do not. The AoE on the Scavenger Trinket, the active ability, makes everyone give you more gold, which is beneficial. It lets you set up a lot faster in Nightmare. So gonna continue to add the rest of the Tar onto the bottom now that we're all the way back. Gonna add in our Archers. We only have 2 right now. That should be fine. Gonna head up top, clear this out, and then we'll go back bottom. Keeping an eye on my mini-map just to make sure they don't get too close to my Archers. Since there's nothing up top, I can go in and help. Whirlwind. And the more Archers you add, the easier this gets. We have respawns up top, so that needs to be where my attention is. Again, spin to win. Easy mode.
Welcome to Kill Streak City. Population?
Oh, got an extra skull. Nice. I'll take that. Take that, no problem. And it looks like one Orc almost reached our Archers. Not a problem. Just got really turned around for some reason. Gonna add in more Archers. Surprise, surprise. Kind of squish them together if I can. Now, you don't want to bunch them up too much because if they are too squished together, their arrows won't travel through. But that should be fine. Freeze this Elemental, start whirlwinding. Again, that was a left-click freeze. You don't need to right-click freeze. Takes up too much mana. The War Mage honestly doesn't have that much mana to spare. Especially with all the whirlwinding I like to do. Be sure to pick up all this extra coin from our Scavenger Trinket. And now we're going to start to do the same thing on the top lane. We're going to start adding in Archers. It's 4 Archers. I'm going to go head down to bottom because they need a little help. Spin to win. All day long. All day, every day. And pretty simple. Pretty simple. Gonna start adding in Tar on the top to protect our Archers. Looks like the only stuff spawning is out of the bottom right now. And now we have some coming out of the top, so I'll make my way back up there. am just gonna keep adding in more and more tar with the more money that we get. And if you don't feel like running around this much, you could just use your frost. Oh, we got gnolls. It's kind of important to look out for that gnoll. He followed me up top. That's good. You don't want this gnoll hunter to get on your archers because he'll kill them quite quickly. I think there's another one downstairs. No, he's upstairs too. So maybe I aggroed the one on the bottom because I ran through. So keep in mind that 2 gnoll hunters will spawn around the middle of round 5. Running a little low on mana. Not lucky enough to have any mana potions drop for me. At least that I've seen. But you can see bottom almost completely and totally self-sufficient. And I honestly think top's going to do just fine by itself right now, even with only 4 archers. But I want to be as far ahead of par as possible. You don't have to worry about par. We got a mana potion. That's awesome. Awesome. Now keep in mind that you will need a few more archers up top than you do on the bottom if you reverse the strategy, just because only the minecart can only go one direction. Gonna AoE freeze this time, just to hit everything. And work my way back up to the top.
They'll never notice this.
Do a left click freeze. And we are now moving on to the last round.
Let's go.
The final round. Alright, we got ogres. So, gonna left click freeze, going with the hammer, should kill him in 3 swings. That's before he can break out. So not even a need to AoE freeze normal ogres. That's good information. Bring it on, guys. Bring it on, crossbow orcs. Just gonna help out bottom. They're piling up a little bit. Honestly, not really. But they were the only red dots on my screen. I'm gonna pop my mana cooldown. It's the last round. We won't need it again, so start to spin. I see that ogre down there, so I'm gonna lob a freeze and take out these 2 elementals with my spin. And let's go down there and help out. And I believe we beat this level way the fuck ahead of par. Way ahead of everything. And 5-starred it. No problem. 5-scalded, excuse me. Yeah, he's doing his little happy dance. That means we did just fine. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to leave a comment down below. Hit that thumbs up button below as well. And if you would like to subscribe to me, you should probably do that. Alright guys, I will be back later with more Orcs Must Die. Okay, bye.